At Fallridge Haven. Father, please help Dustin, otherwise, he'll die. Sheila begged on her knees. You have the audacity to request assistance for him? He is responsible for Xavier's death. That is the gravest of offenses. The Horst army has already assembled all of Swinton's finest warriors. No one can save him now. Caden spoke with a frigid tone. Father, Dustin has rescued me on numerous occasions. Please help him, for my sake. Sheila pleaded, tears streaming down her face. Ever since she returned to Fallridge Haven, she hadn't stopped begging his father for his help. That was because only her father could go against the Horst army. It is exactly because he's saved you that I refrained from taking his life. Caden retorted coldly. Father, I will do as long as you save Dustin. Sheila begged on all fours. Or USAN soon, her knees started to bruise. You fool. You have no idea what you're doing. Caden slammed the table as he stood up. Do you want me to cross the Horst family for a nobody? Have you no care about what might happen to the rest of us? I don't care about the others. I just know that Dustin saved me, and I must repay him. Sheila said with tearful eyes. You're being foolish and naive. Claudia. Bring her downstairs and keep an eye on her. She is not allowed to leave Fallridge Haven. Caden was fuming. Yes, sir. Claudia replied as she dragged Sheila away. Claudia. Please, help me, would you? Sheila's eyes were swollen red from her tears. Dummy, it's not worth it for a stranger. Claudia sighed. She could see that Sheila had fallen for Dustin. However, this love was destined to fail. She was from a rich family, and he was just an ordinary guy with no background. They were worlds apart. Claudia. Let me call Grandpa. As long as he agrees, Dustin will be saved. Sheila begged. Sheila, General Murray has no longer been concerned with these matters. Your father is the one in charge of everything now. Claudia shook her head. No matter what, I must give it a try. I won't give up. Sheila said, full of stubbornness. All right then, I hope you don't regret it. Claudia could only pass her phone to Sheila. From her standpoint, Sheila was wasting her energy. General Murray was one of the highest-ranking generals in Swinton. 10 years ago, he had already retired and passed down all his responsibilities to Caden. Unless his family is threatened, he would never show his face. It was impossible for him to put in such great effort for such a small matter. 10:00 p.m. at Swinton Horse Dojo. Gabriel, dressed in heavy armor, stood stoically within the ring, his fierce expression sending chills down the spines of any who dared to meet his gaze. Behind him loomed the elite members of the Horst family, their presence commanding respect and fear alike. As far as the eye could see, there were hundreds of them stretching across the horizon, a formidable force to be reckoned with. In the crowd, Nigel was whispering to a group of people. Mr. Lincoln, do you think that Rhys fellow would show up tonight? The girl in a yellow shirt asked. Even if he doesn't dare to show up, he's still dead meat. The only difference is whether he dies alone or with his entire family. Nigel laughed coldly. The Horst family reigned supreme at the apex of the martial arts world, their wealth and power placing them among the elite in Millsburg. How can a nobody from the countryside be able to fend against them? He's a fool who deserved death for crossing the Horst family. Sure, he may bask in the glory for a few seconds, but eventually he'll have to face the consequences of his actions. A few people in the group shook their heads, waiting for the showdown to begin. Hey! I think someone's coming. At that moment, someone from the crowd shouted. Everyone looked over and noticed a silhouette slowly approaching them.